Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Raina, Auni, Putri, Binti, Ramli. So I will present my FYP project, which is sentiment analysis using TEXTBLOB and naive bias approach. So this is the content. The first one is introduction. So what is sentiment analysis? Sentiment analysis analyze and extract the sentiment expressed by the writer of the review. It is a natural language processing approach used to detect feeling, attitude, perspective, and emotion, as well as to determine whether the data is positive, negative, or neutral. So there are three levels in sentiment analysis, which is document level, sentence level, and aspect level. So in this project, we will use document level. So there are three approaches that can be implemented in sentiment analysis, which is machine learning, hybrid approach, and lexicon-based approach. In this project, we will use TEXTBLOB approach for lexicon and naive bias approach for machine learning. So for product review are everywhere on the internet. People may now buy items online and leave feedback on the product they buy. According to the research, the study of sentiment analysis in product review has increased and has become more essential in determining customer opinion. The product review dataset from Amazon will be used to view the product sentiment. So next is the problem statement in this project is, according to research from Hicks and Lloyd and also Bonta, TEXTBLOB approach is more suited for sentence level while naive bias is more suited for document level. This project will analyze whether the statement is true that the TEXTBLOB approach is not suitable to be used to make sentiment analysis in document level. The second problem is that naive bias is usually used to create analytical sentiment using smaller review data because it is said to be more effective than using a large quantity of data. So for the objective in this project, the first one is to apply text sentiment analysis using TEXTBLOB approach. The second one is to construct a classifier model of sentiment analysis using naive bias. And the last one is to evaluate the performance of the above approaches for text sentiment analysis. For the scope in this project is this analysis focus on product review sentiment in Amazon. The specific approach used is a lexicon-based analysis using TEXTBLOB. The specific machine learning approach used is naive bias. For this project, Python will be used for the pre-processing and also the implementation. The next one is significant. The first significant is find out whether lexicon-based approach or machine learning approach are better to use to make an analysis of product review by using document level. The second one is beneficial for getting insight rapidly from vast amount of text data. The third one is sentiment analysis will assist in determining whether customer like and dislike about the product or the services. The last one is to assist the company in making better strategic decisions and improving the customer experience. Next, we will be discuss about the summary of literature review. So the domain in this project is sentiment analysis, product review, and Amazon product review dataset. And the AI technique used in this project is lexicon-based approach, which is TEXTBLOB, and machine learning approach, which is naive bias. So for the related work based on domain, the first one is from Shari Zahor and Rajesh Warhila. They do this Twitter sentiment analysis to study a number of events that have occurred throughout the world, and they use SVM and naive bias approach. They found that SVM got a better accuracy rate. And the next one is from Aravind, Hadi, Mamadou, and Rashid. They use three machine learning approach and three lexicon-based approach, and they found that machine learning approach got the better accuracy. And the last one is from Afshan, Zakia, Maria, and Shakil. They compare the lexicon-based approach with n-gram with three machine learning approach, and they found that lexicon-based approach with n-gram outperformed the three machine learning approach they use. Next is related work based on technique. So for related work based on technique, the first one is from Sanjay Sarhandiman, Subrena, Jarajit, and Monisha. They do the sentiment of Amazon product review using TEXTBLOB and Vede, and found that the lexicon-based approach is not reliable and are prone to change due to the inclusion of slang in the social media content. Next is from Minu P. Abraham and Udaya Kumar Reddy, KR. They want to detect feeling in mobile product review. So they use four approach, which is multi-nominal naive Bayesian, BNB, CAN, and SVM. So they found that CAN and BNB outperform the other two approach they use. And the last one is Titia, MD, Rashid, and Kazi. They use a hybrid approach, and they found that by using the hybrid approach, the accuracy is more higher than use a standalone machine learning or lexicon-based approach. So next is methodology. First, we collect the data, and then we do the data pre-processing, and then we use TEXTBLOB approach and naive Bayes approach for classification, and then we evaluate the result from both approach, and the last one is documentation. So the first phase is problem formulation and data understanding. In this phase, we understand the problem, gathering information, and also collect the data from Amazon product review. So from Amazon, we got the data in TSV file, so we need to convert it to CSV file, and this is the Python code to convert the data from TSV to CSV file, and also the output. So the next phase is data pre-processing. In this phase include normalization, convert text to lowercase, remove the special character, tokenization, stop word removal, lemmatization, and also post tagging. The next phase is TEXTBLOB classification. In this phase, we calculate the polarity and subjectivity and identify the text, whether it positive, negative, or natural, and test with different data set, which is 500, 5,000, and 10,000 of data, and we use Python library. The next phase is naive Bayes model classification. In this phase, we split the data to data testing and data training, and then calculate the probability prediction from data or experience that have been given based on the opportunity point of view. We also test using different data set, which is 500, 5,000, and 10,000 of data, and we use Python also in this phase. And the next one, we evaluate the result and calculate the accuracy for both approach using Python. And the last one is the documentation. Okay, so for the result, this project will make an evaluation based on the accuracy obtained from the two approaches used. Based on this table, it can be seen that the more data used to create the classification for both TEXTBLOB and naive Bayes approach, the higher the accuracy that will be obtained. Accuracy for TEXTBLOB approach for 500 data is 0.48, for 5,000 data is 0.55, and 0.54 for 10,000 data. So for the naive Bayes, we got 0.58 for 500 data, and 0.64 for 5,000 data, 0.65 for 10,000 data. So we can see that from here, the accuracy of naive Bayes is better than TEXTBLOB approach. So in conclusion, the use of naive Bayes in sentiment analysis is better than using the TEXTBLOB approach. That's all. Thank you.